If you're pregnant right now, scrolling at 2 a.m. after another appointment left you feeling anxious, or maybe your child's already here, struggling with colic, reflux, sleep issues, or sensory challenges, this video is going to change everything you thought you knew about where these problems actually start. Here's what most parents never hear. The modern American pregnancy experience, with its constant monitoring, testing, and fear-based messaging, creates chronic stress that doesn't just affect you. It directly programs your baby's developing nervous system. This isn't about guilt. This is about understanding what happened so you can understand what your child actually needs. This video is for moms who felt stressed, anxious, or overwhelmed during pregnancy and now wonder if it affected their baby. It's for parents whose children struggle with colic, reflux, sleep, sensory issues, or developmental delays, and who sense that something deeper is going on that nobody's addressing. In this video, you'll discover why the modern pregnancy experience creates chronic nervous system stress, how your stress signals cross the placenta and shape your baby's brain development, what research shows about babies born to stressed mothers, why these challenges don't get better with time, they just get different labels, and the path forward through neurologically focused chiropractic care. Here's something that puts this into perspective. Your great-grandmother probably had 4 or 5 prenatal appointments during her entire pregnancy. No routine ultrasounds, no genetic testing, no glucose challenges. Today, you're having 12 to 15 routine appointments, multiple ultrasounds, various blood draws, glucose tolerance tests, non-stress tests if you're labeled high risk, constant monitoring that sends a clear message. Something could be wrong at any moment. And a 2017 study published in Development in Psychopathology tracked mothers and children from pregnancy through age 6. The findings? Babies born into mothers with high prenatal stress showed nervous systems that were 22% more reactive at 6 months old. These babies also showed 8% lower self-regulation and greater risk of anxiety, depression, behavioral problems as they grew. 22% more reactive before they even left the womb. The biology of maternal stress. When you experience stress during pregnancy, it's not just emotional, it's biological. Your HPA axis responds to stress by releasing cortisol. Short bursts of cortisol are normal, but chronic elevation from constant appointments, test results, we need to watch this messaging is the problem. Your placenta is a protective enzyme that converts active cortisol into inactive cortisone before it reaches the baby. But chronic stress overwhelms this protection. Active cortisol crosses the placenta and reaches your baby's developing brain. Your baby's baseline, normal, is being programmed based on your nervous system state. More than nutrient delivery, think of that umbilical cord as an electrical power cord, not just a feeding tube. It carries signals from your nervous system directly to your baby's developing nervous system. When your nervous system is stuck in fight or flight mode, those signals transmit to your baby. Your baby's brain structures form in stress-adapted patterns. The amygdala or fear center develops larger and more reactive. The vagus nerve forms with low tone, affecting regulation of the heart, lungs, digestion, and emotions. And this isn't genetics, it's nervous system programming during the most critical developmental window. Prenatal stress affects specific brain structures that control everything from emotional regulation to learning. Babies startle easily and struggle to calm down because the amygdala is overreactive. Learning and emotional regulation suffer because the hippocampus shows reduced volume. Controlling emotional responses becomes harder due to altered prefrontal cortex connectivity. The vagus nerve, responsible for calming the entire body, develops with low tone. Neurotransmitter systems for serotonin and dopamine establish stress-reactive patterns. Your baby enters the world with a nervous system already stuck in sympathetic dominance. Same neurology, different labels. Here's what nobody tells you though. These signs don't improve with time, they evolve. The same nervous system dysregulation that causes colic at 2 months becomes constipation at 6 months. Sensory sensitivities show up at 18 months. ADHD signs appear around age 5. Anxiety emerges by age 10. The neurology doesn't change. The medical system just gives it different names as your child grows. They don't just grow out of it, they grow into it, unless the nervous system is addressed. If your child's nervous system is stuck in fight or flight mode from prenatal programming, their body physically cannot digest properly, sleep deeply, regulate emotions, fight infections effectively, or calm down after being upset. You can do dietary changes, supplements, behavioral therapy, sleep training, and occupational therapy. All of these can help. But if the foundational nervous system dysfunction isn't addressed, you're building on a cracked foundation. Neurologically focused chiropractic care addresses subluxation created by prenatal stress, and insight scans show exactly where sympathetic dominance exists and how suppressed that parasympathetic system is. The adjustments are incredibly gentle, no more pressure than checking a tomato for ripeness. Once we remove the interference and restore neurological function, the body's healing capacity emerges. Whether you're still pregnant and want to support your baby's nervous system development, or your child's already here and showing signs of dysregulation, the path forward is the same. Address the nervous system at its foundation. The perfect storm started before birth, but understanding what really happened is the first step toward giving your child what their nervous system actually needs. Click the link in our bio, DM us, or schedule directly with us at Physis Chiropractic here in Dallas, and our team would love to help you understand what's really going on and what you can do about it. Your child doesn't need more labels, they need answers.